What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video of Homemade Muscle, I'll be sharing with you 3 home workout tips on how to get better at muscle ups. Now, those of you who have been following me for a while know that I usually train at home, but as the weather gets better during the summer, I'll train outdoors once a week. And even though if I haven't done muscle ups for months, I realized, especially this year, that they come pretty easy to me. Now keep in mind, like, maybe my technique isn't the best, but for someone who hasn't done muscle ups for a long while, not that bad, right? The reason for that, the reason that this year muscle ups were so easy, I uploaded a video on my Instagram account as well, and some people were asking me about this. That's why I wanted to upload this video today. The reason that I'm really good at these this year is because of the way I train. Tip number 1 for training at home for muscle ups is doing pull-ups by bringing the bar to the chest. So I like to call these chest banging pull-ups. If you see my videos, I always pull the bar really high, sometimes even below nipple height, and this is going to help you to get over the first sticking point of the muscle up, because a muscle up is a combination of a really tall pull-up, a explosive transitional point where you have to switch your elbows up, bring your body up, and number 3, a dip. So tip number 1, do pull-ups by bringing the bar onto the sternum. So go as high as possible and make sure you work on good technique and get really strong in these. Tip number 2 is working on mind to muscle technique. So I've been talking a lot about mind to muscle techniques. I've made a video on how to work on this with pull-ups. I'll also put it up here, somewhere up here, because mind to muscle techniques will get you again really strong at pull-ups. They will help you focus on sticking points, again, doing things like pausing on the top position, bringing the elbows close to the ribs. All these are things that will give you a lot of strength, which will give you a lot more confidence to work on your muscle ups when it's time. Tip number 3 is deep dips. Now, I made a video recently about how dips don't have to be exactly 90 degrees of elbow flexion. You can go deeper if you have proper shoulder mobility, of course. Check out this video as well for more details on this topic. But when you're doing a muscle up, right, when you're at that third part of the movement, when you have to push yourself upwards, your elbows are not 90 degrees of elbow flexion. You are going a lot deeper. In order to pull yourself, you're going to have to be strong at like these really tough angles. So that is why doing deep dips will help you with muscle ups, and they will also help you avoid injuries. So working on your dips, increasing your shoulder mobility with mobility drills, and slowly just increasing the range of motion by being very careful so you don't injure yourself, is tip number 3 that will help you with that last sticking point of the muscle up. So these were my main 3 tips for getting better at muscle ups by training from home. Some more things that you can do is some stuff I found online. Number 1, doing muscle ups at home. These can be done if you have a pull-up bar set up at the middle of your door frame. So most landlords won't allow these kinds of pull-up bars. That's the case with me as well. That's why I'm going to be linking a video from this cool guy here. You can check out his YouTube channel. He has some pretty cool stuff. He does a lot of bodyweight stuff, a lot of traveling in combination with calisthenics, freeletics and stuff like that. So make sure you check out his video, since he allowed me to use his footage. One other thing that you can do at home is, if you have the luxury of having a wall that is really solid, ideally an outdoor door, you can set up a pull-up bar that has a big difference from the wall. I'll put an example of these that I found on what's the website called? ultimatebodypress.com. By the way, I'm not affiliated with these people. Some people ask that pretty often. It's just they really have good equipment, and I like their stuff. So that's one of the kinds of pull-up bars that you can put on a really solid wall at home, if you're allowed to drill on that wall, or if the house is yours. And one more thing you can do is, if you have a yard with a big tree, you can just get some rings and work your muscle ups on rings, which are also a lot friendlier for your joints. So That was all for today. These are the best tips on how to train for muscle ups at home. If you have any extra ideas, leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, keep on training.
Green shirt, get up! Come on, get up! Get back down! What are you waiting for, Christmas?